Martins Ose, being at the top is lonely, isn't it? Very dark man. Being at the top is a very lonely place. You don't know who your friends are. You don't know who your enemies are. You don't know where allegiances lie. It's a tough spot to be in, very dark man. And I think in your latest post concerning Seun Kuti, which you said would be your last one, you are getting emotional. You shouldn't let people know what you're thinking. I know Seun Kuti's last post, it struck a nerve.
All the videos that Seun Kuti made. You see, nobody say I no fit talk back at Seun Kuti, but for some reason, I will not bring myself to do that. And here is why. Which mountain I want make I take talk to Seun Kuti now? Make I understand. If I want to wash him, I wash him from head to toe. Nothing will happen. He no fit see me for road, stop me or beat me, say I talk about him. But here is why I have honor. She na this same mouth when me and Seun Kuti take go in Papa grave, take me down, where we buy ram, pour the blood, we carry kola nuts, he cut the kola nuts with his mouth, give me a chop. He open gin, he drink, he give me a drink. Me when no they take alcohol. Then we can't use mouth, can't make prayers for front of him Papa grave. Now this same mouth I will take pray. Now this same mouth I won't take insult Seun Kuti. I know the shame. Are they mad? How do I do that? I am a man of honor and I respect his father. And that's when me I go do for his father grave. It was a privilege that I did with him, with the person, the man when I look up to. The man when I look as role model. It was a privilege that his own flesh and blood, me I in there for front of his grave. They pray to call him out as our ancestors. It was a privilege. So I take that as a blessing. Like I said, if Seun have honor, he will not bring himself down like this to do all these things when they do. But he has no honor. You let followers and fans, they push you. Their followers and fans, they push you. I was so disappointed in him. But again, I just understood one simple thing about him. It's simple. What is that? Very dark man is a necessity. But don't be a necessity to my friends. That's what it is. Everybody want to control very dark man, and when he does not let them control him, then they automatically just become enemy. That's what it is.
I still think you should have just left it. You should have just left him. You don't have to say anything about him lacking honor. And about that after everything you guys did in front of Fela's shrine, that for him to have to say that. You didn't have to say any of that. You could have just left it. You didn't have to say anything. You could have just said, respectfully, with due respect, sir, you know, your opinion is your opinion, and I respect it. Godspeed. And you never have to engage with him again. You didn't have to do that chest out. You didn't have to. Because I'm not saying you would have friends in this murky waters of activism, or this murky waters of trying to get a better Nigeria. It's not going to be a straight and narrow path. And in fact, whoever your loyalists are will be less than 5. Let's be frank. All these celebrities and all these people, they want to be able to control you so that they can call you when their friend is being affected and caught within your crosses. You're beginning to see that now. Don't talk too much concerning, especially stakeholders like Sowore, Seun Kuti, and I have a feeling you're going to get in the crosshairs of Deji Adenojuru too. It's just a matter of time. Deji's being very careful. To me, out of all of them, he's the smartest. So I think you should just take it easy. Don't say anything else. Let it go. I know you're human and you're young. So you need to just continue to move in silence and respect these people, whether or not they're worthy of it. Just show them their respect. Keep it moving. just rise above the herd, you know. Um, I don't know if I can say this, but realize that the person in charge of Nigeria was one of the people in the social movement pre 1999. Pre 1999, you had activists that were staying in uncompleted buildings, that were hiding to have summits concerning democracy during the military regime. And Tinubu was a part and parcel of that. So a lot of the key people in the social movement, even back then, are aligned with Tinubu. They are aligned with him. They may not say it outright. They may not come out to the fray, but they are. I spoke to Auntie Yenny about 2 years ago. I don't know what her stance is now. She has Tinubu on speed dial. She's pro Tinubu, she's pro APC, and she told me, she said, if there's any problem that you're having concerning the government, if you talk to me, I have him on speed dial. He picks my call. So, and have you noticed Femi Kuti is quiet concerning what's going on within this government? A lot of the key activists, the only person you really hear from is Chidi Odinkalu, because he had that spat with El Rufai. A lot of them were in the thick of those movements with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And when he was the governor of Lagos State, Tinubu is a very benevolent man. He's a giver, and he builds people, and he buys loyalties. So if somebody like, let me give an example, like a Femi Falana speaks out against Tinubu, he has to remember what Tinubu did for him when they were in the trenches fighting for democracy. Olisa Abakuba, a lot of these people who were freedom fighters back in the day are now shut. Their mouths are kept shut because one of their comrades is at the helm of affairs. So when the activist Showore and Seun's relationship, it's a bit more complex than Very Dark Man can attest to. It's a bit more complex. And Seun, to me, is a wild card. He will not say that he's pro Tinubu. He will not say it. He may not be. He may talk about the Nigerian government. He may be the one that's the closest to his father, that says, you know what, all of y'all might be pro Tinubu, but I'm just my own person. I have this movement of the People Party, and we want a better country. But you have Showore that has been your egbon for decades, that you cannot shift ground and shift loyalties. So these are complex relationships, Very Dark Man. So I would recommend you just watch and you just continue to build the Rattle movement. My last video, I talked about the Rattle movement being synonymous to the Black Panther Party in the United States of America that was strategically dismantled by the CIA. So you have to be very careful and not say everything. People like us, I started walking the streets in Chicago before the advent of social media. I starting movements and working on stuff against housing and against criminal justice reform and doing different protests back then, before the advent of social media. So now you don't talk. You don't let people know what you're thinking. You just move in silence. I know, you young, and everything, this popularity came to you, but just be very careful, with your inner circle. Like I said to you, a lot of intelligence agencies will be very, very interested in you. Extremely interested. Not just from the Nigerian state. It could be from any state that wants control of Nigeria. That if they can control VDM, they can control the youth. And you might not know who they are. So VDM, be extremely careful. Be extremely vigilant. Keep your inner circle small and make sure that you only say stuff that will move you further. That's just my advice to you. Like I said, I will continue to speak for you because I am an organizer, I am an advocate, I am trained, I am experienced, and I see what you're doing for Nigeria and it gladdens me. So I want you to continue and I want you to be successful because I have children and I want them to see a change in Nigeria in their lifetime. If not in mine, maybe in their lifetime. So, best of luck.